The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And it's Monday. Let's go.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit. Let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
All right, let's go. Check in 312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life here at 6:05. It's 33 degrees. And we'll have some Mountain Joy tickets coming up and Clash with Kenzie in an hour. So 7:10, Clash with Kenzie, trivia. Have those all week long. Woo! Woo! Let's go. Check in on a lot of other stuff planned with 1 week before Christmas. One freaking week.
Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I got everyone's stuff, and I ordered everything by beginning of last week. So the latest thing I ordered was Monday last week. And in my mind, I'm like, it's 2 weeks worth of shipping.
Should be good.
And I bought priority for every single thing because I'm like, they tell you, well, there's a 3-week backup. It's Christmas. Okay, fine. Paid priority for everything. I am still dealing with the fact, like, something I ordered over last Monday is in pre-shipment for 5 days. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
She's still talking to it and preparing it? I don't understand. I put it in a box already, so.
I love it when you see, like, the tracking number that says it's in a warehouse in Crystal Lake. And then, like, 2 days later, it's still there. I'm like, hey, I can drive over there and take it to whoever.
I swear to God, I have thought about, there's been a few times things have gotten to Illinois and I need them. And I'm just going to drive.
Yeah.
I have to drive there because, like, I don't know what to do. So
drive up to that, like, 90,000 square foot Amazon factory. Where's my stuff?
Like,
hey!
check-in.
Hey.
A little check-in at the front.
I'll go find it. You guys stay here. I'm not asking you guys to work for it. I'll go walk the aisles and I'll find my thing.
Well, I was just telling you, Brian, is that what's frustrating is now with shipping, okay, because most of my family and stuff doesn't live here, so I don't have the option. Like, even if I go to a store and buy it, I'm going to have to ship it to them, right?
Yeah.
So some people are like, well, stop shipping everything. Well, no one lives here. What am I going to drop it off? Buy plane tickets and drop off their gifts. So my thing is next year, I have to start way earlier. I'm done with this.
It's not even, Christmas isn't even here yet, and you're starting about next year.
Yeah, because this is how early apparently you have to start for your packages to show up on time. I am so frustrated because I start like right after Thanksgiving. That's when I start Christmas shopping, like that Black Friday kickoff, order a few things, feel good. And then even if you order something 3 weeks before Christmas, it's like, sorry, may not make it. I'm like, okay. So it's like I need to have everything figured out by like mid-November next year because you pay $800 for priority shipping and then it doesn't show up anyways and they could care less. And it's just, it's so sad.
I think they look at that priority slip in the back and they go, got another one.
Well, that's what I went to ship my mom's gift and I got her, like, it's not heavy, just to clarify, not heavy, fits in one standard box. Like, if you, most generic size Amazon box type style you'd ever get, right? I don't want to say what I got her because she listens to the show. So very lightweight, no problem. I went to ship it. And it was Monday that I put it in. So that's 2 weeks worth of shipping. And she lives in Minnesota. She lives 5 hours away.
Yeah.
It's a 5-hour drive.
Not bad.
And I thought 2 weeks, like, that's fine, right? It's 2 full weeks. They go, if you want this there before Christmas, you have to pay for priority because it's not going to make it. We're on a 3-week delay, which doesn't even make, I don't understand. Because I just feel like you guys should, like, don't you know it's going to happen? Whatever.
Well, there's like different levels, too. There's like there's a priority. Isn't there like an extra priority then, too? Like another one, like super
like
super
the
priority?
One day is, $800 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. So I just don't get it. So I pay for the priority, and it was $82.
What?
to send like a tiny Amazon box.
Now, like you said, it's a 5-hour drive and $82 in gas. You could drive it and come
And
back.
see her. Like, what the hell?
Say, hi, here's a gift.
Yeah. Is that insane?
It's nuts.
I don't understand. Now, overnight being 82, I understand. You're just talking about, like, we'll probably be able to get it there within 2 weeks. $82?
$82. Holy crap.
What?
You should have sent her $82. That should have been the gift.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for some facts here that make your brain go. Americans used to be the tallest country in the world, the tallest. And we're getting shorter.
I know I'm part of the problem. For sure, these.
Well, I was going to say there's someone specifically to blame for Americans getting shorter. It's not Kenzie. It's not you. It's not you at all.
Okay.
Just so you feel good this morning. Don't go, off a tangent here and feel bad.
All right.
That you made everybody short somehow.
Okay.
You
You
gotta-
don't have to keep piling on. I don't understand. You're not making me feel better.
All right, at 6:30, we'll tell you who to blame for shortness.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go,
Boom.
boom. Now, Americans are getting shorter.
Somebody texted in and said we're actually not getting shorter, just everyone else is getting taller.
That's not true.
So
That's not true.
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
No, listen, I do the facts. Don't you dare text it and correct my fact. I mean, I am wrong sometimes.
You're wrong a lot.
Yeah, but this one is on point, and there's someone to blame specifically for us getting shorter, and that is
Who?
millennials. Now, listen, we're not doing conservative talk radio here. We're just going to pile on millennials the rest of the day. We could do that if we wanted to. But, Case, you're a Gen Zer, right? You're not a millennial because you're 24, right?
Correct. I don't claim any ownership over millennials. I don't particularly enjoy them. I am Gen Z.
Wait, aren't you the youngest one's Gen X, right?
No, I'm Gen X.
You're Gen X?
Yeah, I'm Gen Yeah, I'm Gen X.
I forget which one's the youngest.
Gen Z.
So Gen Z is the youngest one.
And then Gen Alpha's below me.
Good Lord.
Jesus. Alpha sounds like it should be the oldest.
Right.
Where are the names coming from?
Where's Alpha? Like, what, 13 and under?
I think so, yeah.
And then why wasn't millennial just like Gen something? Why'd they just completely switch up the genre right in the middle?
Maybe because we were so awesome, they didn't want to try
But
to
you're not a
confuse
millennial.
anything. I know I'm a Gen Xer. I'm saying they didn't want to use Gen after that.
It's because they started living their life at the turn of the millennium.
Right, but like generation M, you know what I mean? Like Gen M.
I guess you're a millennial, right? Because you're
You're
at the bottom end of
I
it.
think I'm like cuspy on Gen whatever.
Gen Z.
No.
Yes.
The younger one.
No.
Is that the younger one, Gen Z?
You're 28, I'm 24. You're cusp Gen Z millennial.
Yeah.
Gen Z goes to 26. You just missed out. You're a millennial.
So I'm a millennial.
Yep, it's your fault.
Just barely. I will say though, I like the split I had because like I didn't have a cell phone till mid high school
Right?
or whatever. Actually, I had it a little earlier. Now that I'm thinking about it, but like, no, I did.
So your
No,
poin's
like-
invalid.
Another example, please.
No, but we still had like computer labs. Our cell phones didn't have internet or social. Like, I guess I had a cell phone, but it was literally like to call.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't like all this extra stuff. So social media, smartphones, and everything was like like my senior year. I got an Instagram and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Which thank God I didn't have that the whole time because that didn't go super.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like with Harper, what's she growing up with of all this stuff?
Oh,
and then
so I was asking my son, and my husband gets mad at me because he's like, "You're putting ideas in his head." I'm like, "No, I'm inquiring because I want to know." He's in 4th grade.
Yep.
He's going to be 10 in May. So I'm like, what's going on at your school? Like, do people film TikTok dances or they do like because you're in elementary school still.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, we don't get to film anything because teachers are really strict about phones. But tons of kids in his class in 4th grade have actual cell phones.
Wow.
And they have social media accounts, even though they're not using them at school. So they talk about, I was on TikTok and saw blank, blank, blank. And I think that that's crazy. Like our son has a Gizmo watch, which is like, it's like a kid's version of an Apple Watch.
Okay.
So he can have like 15 contacts. He can text, but it's like limited. He kind of has to do talk to text because you can't write out just whatever you want or do
Yeah.
pictures or anything. and then you can call like tons of people. But there's like some games on there and things like that. But you can't do social media or internet or so that way like you can contact them, you can see where they are. Like
That's
for
important.
safety.
Oh, you can actually track it too?
Yeah, it has
Okay.
a GPS on it.
All
So
right.
I felt like that was the best. I'm like, we are not venturing into phone territory in my mind till at least junior high.
Yeah.
Right? So he's got like another year of like gizmo watch action
Hmm.
because I've tried to tell him, I go, listen, phones really can ruin your life.
Absolutely.
Like I go, you think it sounds fun? And I would have loved to not have one. Like it stinks. So like it's not like I don't want you. I know what it can do, like how mean people can be on it and stuff.
yeah.
So I'm like, I want to avoid
No,
that.
I know. Yeah, I know people that have handed over. I'm not going to say who, but who've handed over the phone to their parents, saying, "Take this away from me." The phone, a teenager like in high school, because of all the depression and
Right.
the bullying that can happen on it.
It's really bad.
So back to the fact of why we're getting shorter.
Oh.
Blaming millennials, we just had to figure out our age ranges here. So Case is a Gen Zer, Kenzie's a millennial, I'm a Gen Xer.
Look at that.
How about that? We
Covered all the bases.
Cover all the spectrums right there. Well, blaming millennials is because of the general nutrition of somebody born in the 80s, which is millennials. That's where it kind of starts. So 19-year-old American men in 1985 were the 36th tallest in the world. Now they are 58th. And they're blaming nutrition because when you eat, obesity problem got worse. Even though I was talking to Kenzie with this last week, Case, about all you see is fitness, especially on Instagram. You're talking about that. People doing that, but apparently not everybody's doing the fitness thing.
I don't see that. I see a lot of men doing eating challenges where they're trying to eat a large amount of food in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Brian thinks just because there's influencers, that's how everybody looks now.
I just think
He's like, look at this society.
Well,
it's like,
The
those
most
are just.
susceptible to advertising of anybody ever.
Yep.
I'm just saying we've gotten to a point where we have the most information ever about what we should do, and we're ignoring all of it.
Brian, I tell you this all the time. Nobody learns anything ever. We all make the same mistakes
Well,
all
in
the
fairness,
time.
there's also an oversaturation of things to learn on the internet right now, so I think it's lost potency.
Yeah.
So everyone's got the secret workout. Everyone's got the secret diet. Half the time, like you said the other day, which I'm like, don't worry about it. This isn't going to be your biggest problem. But there's people out there who are like, well, don't eat fruit because of the sugar. I mean, it's just people are, I think they've just started tuning out what other people have to say.
Yeah, there's too much, and you can just watch people work out on Instagram, and it's pretty cool. Wow, that guy is pretty jacked. That girl knows what she's doing with her glutes. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wait,
That's
I'm
not a good thing to say. I hope you didn't say that in front of your wife.
you know, I'm
Get
just saying,
punched in the face.
I probably deserve it for other reasons.
Yep.
So genetics, nutrition, access to healthcare even played a role of people getting shorter. I didn't realize that a bad diet can make you shorter through the generations, like excessive fat tissue.
How the hell are you tall?
I don't know. I was a fat kid. I mean, in grade school, I was.
You were fat?
Oh yeah, I was chubby.
What'd you weigh?
I weighed. Look, you know better because you know you have a kid in this age range. I know. The only memory I have is I weighed 123 in 6th grade.
Holy crap.
Is that a lot?
Coming in hot.
Yeah, and I wasn't
That's
tall.
like what I weigh when I'm not pregnant. That's like about my weight.
Okay.
I'm like usually like 125-y.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
petite. So little.
Case, when's the last time you weighed 123?
Oh my, 123? It was
kindergarten?
a decade ago.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Came out the womb at 123.
I did not weigh 100 pounds from birth.
We got a 123-pound baby.
Let the record show, Your Honor.
I was just asking. It was a
don't know.
question. You don't get
Let's-
all defensive.
We need to see the record, the
I
birth
wasn't
certificate.
there.
Do you need to see my birth certificate,
I
Brian?
want to see your birth certificate.
Please bring it in tomorrow.
Okay.
Your birth certificate.
Yeah, what's your middle name? We talked about this before. What is it?
My middle name is Scott.
Yeah, that's right. Case Scott Lowe. Sounds superhero-y. It's actually a very good name.
Serial killery.
Superhero.
Serial
You're
killer.
just a hater.
Because he sounds like a
Because your
serial
name's
killer.
Brian.
Yeah, I sound like a superhero.
No, you
Brian,
don't.
Brian, what's your middle name?
It is Joseph.
Oh, that's nothing. That's no good.
What do you mean Brian Joseph Haddad? That's a pretty good
That's
name.
not a superhero.
No,
That's a
Dad's
strong
doubled
name.
down because he said that they wanted them to sound super white. That's what his dad said, and they stuck with
Yeah.
it.
Brian, Joe, Frank,
Yes, exactly.
Jimbo. So anyway, eating a bad diet causes you not to grow to a certain height, and obesity started, I guess, I can't believe childhood obesity started in the 80s. It had to be before that, I think. But then again, that's what we're saying by the stats. And yeah,
I'm sure there was one obese person. I think it became a problem by the 80s.
you think like somebody was sitting there going, that kid looks so happy. He's fat and happy. Why does everybody be that? Because I was fat and happy. I just happened to grow 7 inches between 7th and 8th grade. I grew to this height when I was 14.
I hit 5'2" in 7th grade, and I'm like, aw, snap, I'm going to be so tall. And then I stopped. I just stopped. And I was very healthy, so I call bull crap. Like, we ate so healthy.
Well, genetics is part of it. I don't know how tall your parents are.
They're like just average heights. Like my mom's like 5'7".
Oh, that's tall, actually. That's
Yeah.
tall. The
And my
average,
dad's almost as tall as that. I think he's like also like, I think he's like 5'8".
he's a little less and she's a little more. The
Yeah.
average woman is 5'5".
Yeah. And then I don't know what happened to me. I have a brother who's 6'4". I'm like, what happened?
Mailman?
I don't know. We don't ask.
We had a tall mailman. I'm 4 or 5 inches taller than my dad and all my brothers.
Really?
Yeah, 6
Not everyone's tall?
Nope. You've met Steve. He's like about 6 foot, 5'11".
I know, but everyone looks really tall to me, so I'm bad at judging that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. The highlight of your weekend. Check in with us. What happened? Something, even if it's just something weird that happened. 312-591-8300. Check in. Let's go around the horn. Kenzie, a highlight or a low light of your weekend?
Oh, my God. Okay, so I was on the social media. And,
The social media.
And I saw Portillo's post their candy cane shake. I literally saw a video. My husband sent it to me. We were freaking out. We were watching them put all the candy canes in it. And I planned our entire evening around us ending up at Portillo's, okay?
It's a great thing,
I'm
by the way.
pregnant. I got 7 weeks to go.
Yeah.
As of today, I wanted a damn candy cane shake with
Sure.
every portion of my body. I was so excited. So we go out to dinner, and there's a new Portillo's near us. We have the one in South Elgin, but they just built one in Algonquin.
Oh, right
And he's
on.
like, oh, let's just go to the new one. And I go, I don't know. Isn't it kind of out of our way? And he goes, it's not, because it's actually on this same street, even though the other one... He did the whole guy, like, I'm a human GPS thing. And I'm
Sure.
like, fine. So we go, and Portillo's lines are super long, right?
But
You
they
know
keep
how
them moving usually.
They keep moving, but they're long, right?
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
when you get in them. So we wait in line, we get to the curve, and we're like, we will take one candy cane shake, please. And they go, oh, we don't have those at our new location.
What?
And I just sat there, and we're like, what do you mean you don't have it? Because, like, you guys... There's a pretty big post about it from Portillo's
Yeah,
today.
it's all
kind of
from-
tell the people to go to Portillo's from.
All over my timeline, that ad for that, yeah.
And he goes, I'm sorry, we're just too new. And that response, I know it's not his fault, but that response made me so mad. I go, what are you, growing the peppermint? You got a peppermint farm in the back? What the hell does that mean? You already have the ice cream. You guys didn't pick up some candy canes?
Oh, that's great.
Too new?
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got on the menu then? Just hot dogs? There's like, what the hell are you talking about? I was so upset. So now we're already stuck in the line though.
So what'd you get though?
Nothing. So we
what,
couldn't.
you got nothing?
I wanted this damn shake.
What?
So we had to sit in the line till we could get out of it. Till we went around the curb. So we sat in a Portillo's line for over 30 minutes, then drove to the South Elgin Portillo's and waited in line again. And I go, for the love of God, if the shake isn't up here, and then thank God they had it.
Did you
I
order
go,
it that
"Sir,
way? For the love of God, give me a peppermint
I'm
shake.
like, for the love of God, tell me.
First off, I think the visual of you going through the line with nothing, and then when you pull up and they always come to your window, and you say, nothing for us today, thank you. After waiting in line for a half hour.
We had to scoot, and then you know what made me mad? So you know how they run the two drive-through lines?
Absolutely.
So they merge, and this truck was just being... It doesn't work like this, dude. Like, if your food's not ready when you get up there, they don't... It doesn't matter. You can't cut in this line, right?
Oh,
like,
you're
you
trying to
already
cut
ordered.
in, yeah.
So he's aggressively getting in front of us, and I was so angry because I'm like, if we just make it around this one cone, we can leave. And this guy's trying to cut in front of us. And I'm like, please leave us alone. If you just let us drive forward in these 4 seconds, you could then get over.
Yeah.
But nope, he had to fit his fat-ass truck right in so he could get his burger in 45 more minutes. And I'm like, okay, great. We'll just sit here another 10 minutes.
I need
It's
my
fine.
cheese fries.
But I will give my husband credit because I thought he was going to be like, just pick a different dessert. We're already here.
Well, thank you. You should have. I can't believe. Yes, you can't just go through the
Well,
line
it
and
was
get nothing.
the weekend. We had time. If we were in a huge hurry, I wouldn't have. But it's like, We literally planned our whole meal around this. We didn't get dessert at our dinner. I was so excited.
I understand, but you got to
And it's
tap
not-
out at that point. You could have got like a hot dog, burgers, cheese fries to eat on the way to the other one, and then got the peppermint shake at the other one.
No, I was just, he didn't make me do that. And he's like, we'll just drive to South Elgin. But the silence in the car was deafening.
Clearly.
Because I didn't say it because he was being nice about going to a different location. But
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
I told you we should have went to South Elgin. I just wanted it. So I'm like, I did not want to come to the new location just in case that they didn't have stuff or they weren't up and running and they're short on things.
Yeah, nice little weekend getaway, though, you know. Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, and the new Portillo's in Algonquin.
Yeah, and then the old Portillo's in South Elgin.
And then the old one. We're having you check in on your weekend. Give us a highlight of your weekend. Let's see here. Mary checked in. That's Ernie's wife. Ugly sweater competition. That was actually with Q101 Friday night. They made it out there. That
Well,
was
it's
amazing.
also Mary's birthday over the weekend.
I know. Happy
I don't
birthday.
know if you saw that.
I did. And I put a Facebook post saying, Happy birthday, Mary.
Oh, way to go, Mary.
Yay. Also, some people went to go see Lucky Boys Confusion. That's Casey's recommendation in the weekend Q101.
Yeah, no, I did that. I was the one that really hard sold Lucky Boys Confusion, not 20 years of existing in the Chicago music scene. I appreciate that, Brian.
They're amazing, and I would have gone too if I didn't have a baby with an ear infection.
You could have taken the baby.
I feel
can't.
like we should investigate your baby because there's always something wrong with it. I'm gonna call CPS.
Something wrong with it?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to find out that they get sick a lot.
No, but you're like, I think you're poisoning her.
What? How?
Because or you're just using it as an excuse. The amount of things you can't come to because her ears are infected and stuff. I don't know.
Well, I have to watch the baby, make sure she's okay.
Makes you look sketchy.
Yeah. I'm a drone parent. I'm all
You're
over.
like, she just keeps getting bruises. I'm like, I bet.
No. Listen, you're going to find out how sick they get all the time.
I know they get sick, but you get sick a lot.
Kenzie, you're onto something, though, because it's a bad combination of Brian's child it always has something wrong with it.
Yeah.
But Brian is also a helicopter parent, so there's no breathing room. It's just a constant 24/7 worry.
Okay, this is coming from Case, who can't understand why you have to entertain a baby all day long. He says, baby's getting bored. That just sounds so wrong.
Well, the audacity of a baby to get bored. They've been on this earth for 10 seconds. What are they to know what's good and not?
They're very demanding.
It's
I will say.
ridiculous.
Listen, they cry a lot. They need to be entertained. I'm raising a
They
genius.
almost have a cat energy where they're like, you're here for me, bitch.
Oh, they own you. They own me.
Yeah,
They
and
do.
they know it.
Watching Brian parent has made me not want to parent.
Well,
That's
And I don't think-
like
I don't-
not a compliment at all.
I don't
I-
think
no.
you're doing a bad job. It's just like, Jesus Christ, the ear infections.
I think that, I think it's a compliment and actually a benefit to society that you've decided not to have another baby.
First of all, have another baby. I don't have any babies. Second of all, what do you mean by that?
Your DNA out there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Another one of you? Listen, we're all handling you just fine right
Case,
now.
if you did knock somebody up, if that happened,
All right.
would you hope it was a boy or girl?
Boy,
Really?
I want to play baseball.
Oh, jeez. You're like every guy ever.
This is why you shouldn't have a baby. You're going to have a steroid cycle at 5 years old, getting ready to go in.
Absolutely.
Well, this is my son Tristan. He's very excited to have a brother. Naturally, I get it. Like he told me it's okay if it's a girl because there's a lot of guys in the house already. Like I'd get it, but he was very excited when it was a brother. And he goes, I can't wait to wrestle him. I go, that's not gonna happen in February. You cannot body slam.
I'm building a ring out back.
Yeah, that
newborn?
baby's coming home from the hospital eating an elbow drop immediately.
Yeah, like he's in the sleeper hold. I'm like, whoa, okay, let's.
It's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Taylor Swift is Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Your move, Cat Fancy. SpongeBob SquarePants will call the Super Bowl for an alternative broadcast on Nickelodeon. Obviously, they wanted an annoying voice, and Tony Romo wasn't available. Obesity is linked with hearing loss. What was that? Replied the guy sitting next to me on the plane. And tomorrow is National Pastry Day. And if you already knew that, don't forget to take your insulin. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.